welcome back. Welcome to Can't Catch a Break. I'm DJ and Dr. Shard. Thank you all for listening to Can't Catch a Break, for taking out your busy schedules on this Thursday, June 27th, 2024. I know it's hot. The world's hot right now. Things are going on all across the United States, even overseas. And yet, we are alive and well. And on today's subject, we like to subscribe topic. Like to subscribe. Do that. I want to hear from you. Tell us what you think, okay? Once again, we're not here to be critical or judge anyone. Your opinion will count. Always will count, because everybody has an opinion. It's good to listen. And so, just subscribe to this. I know many look at this. What I'll be talking about. We're talking about life issues. We're talking about things that affect all of us. No matter what color you are, race, you are affected. No one is exempt from this. And I just want to share some things with you. I'm going to be real brief because I want to say something. I came on today. I'm going to start talking. That was very interesting. Was the presidential debate. And after listening to that, whether Republican, Democrat, you may be an independent, we need to pray. We need to pray. Because we see what's happening. We see that America itself, we see how with the greed and the anger and the distance from one another, we see that there's a lot of divides taking place in America. And all the people in government and everywhere else sees it, from media and those that watch the news in their homes, place of business, or if you have time, you can see what's going on. And right now, we see something that's taking place right now that we are asking a question. The question is, do we believe segregation is increasing in America now? See, I was living in the era when things like that. I was young, my mom and everyone else. They were back in the days, family. They were back in the times. Being from where I was from, wow, it was something else. Until the city where I'm at now, where they have brown versus brown board. We see that. And now we see what's taking place now. It's like, people are saying we're going back into that. Some people say it, some people think it because of what's happening. Population, when it comes to different races, different cultures, you see the divide. You do see it. And no one's blind to it. But we got to pray. Pray because the things that are changing right now, it's going to affect the younger generation to come. It's going to affect them drastically. We see the change that's taking place right now that, say, 20, 30 years from now, or something like that, America might be upside down with, confusion. From the White House even to the church house. We see it coming. I've talked to some people and they asked me that question. They said, do you think that the United States right now is increasingly, not being diverse? I read that article too. But is it segregation? Is United? Are we going back into segregation, or is it getting worse again? Is it something that we see happening, taking place? During the civil rights era, a century ago. Some people think right now, 80% of the United States believe, the metropolitan believe that they were more segregated in 2019. In residential areas. when you look at I read the subjects on California, Berkeley, and different ones that have their, University of California, Berkeley. I read studies because I want to know. Okay, right now we see that some metropolitan areas they're not all white, all black, or we know that, and all Latino. There is a culture now of different races, and like the states of New York, different foreigners and so here from our Arab nations, different places right now. From overseas, Japan, Korea. I mean, you see that they're growing right now. But what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? What you think's gonna happen with this presidential race? I'm not, I believe in God, and what God does, He knows, and He is in control, and that's what vision, for me, that's what I believe in. That's why I just want to hear people talk about this. Right now, Detroit is probably one of the most segregated cities in the United States. Right? And then it's some places like Florida, Miami-Dade County, New York, New Jersey, Chicago, Milwaukee, Cleveland. Now, anything about what's going on. So we're in them times right now that is it getting worse? We see the lies in politicians on the news, and the debates and stuff, and just to show that some has a lot of divide toward races, and where they talk. But you're supposed to people vote you in, you're supposed to be for the people. But now it's like, well, I have certain people who I will help. You see some of these politicians, they doing that. Republican, Democrat, you see some of them, because of the divide was taking place in the Congress and in the White House, period. And now the children it's good that children grow up, and right now, because of the racial differences, they grow up now. You see what's happening right now. Some people are more caring about others. This is, and you see what happened. Y'all see what's taking place right now. Y'all see what's happening with income, growth, neighborhoods. The money that the blacks was making, and now you see how the poverty level is increasing. There's a lot of things happening, and the injustice that's taking place in America right now, the housing crisis, discrimination, litigation. There's so many things that's happening right now. It looks like it's just like a bowl of soup. You have the potatoes, you have vegetables, different ones, the meats in it. Then you have the sauce. You see what's taking place. Even with the wrongful deaths of people, right? George Floyd, those type of things that happen after that, pandemic and stuff is taking place. How the caring of some things, that's important has been shut. We see it happen. So I just want to share that with you because we're seeing a great drift in the communities among people. But we must remember this. We was found in a nation in God we trust. We believe in God. We believe in God. We believe in God. This is the one nation under God. And this is God. I'm the nation under God. Because God is the one that created the heavens and earth. He created people. And the thing is that let's not lose that hope. Back in after the 60s, 70s, 80s, you start seeing a change. And you start things that were in the United States seem like things are started trying to come back, to a point where it was bad, but people was willing to work together. But now you see, what's going on with the housing. People are, it's like money is taking over. In some cases, they didn't want to put fair housing should be for the for people, in need, So we got to really look at this. What we see on the news, what we see the Constitution. See, I got a history class. I can't, the Constitution means something. It wasn't just you just give it anything. You wasn't above the law. The law. The Supreme Court once stood for something at one time. When you see the Supreme Court's taking, the news, money from special interest groups of people. It was never so when I was coming up. We see what happened. We see that. Things are happening right now that shouldn't be happening in our Supreme Court. You see people that are getting elected by judges of a certain party, how they are refusing to obey the law when it comes to doing justice. And when it comes to, you see things happen, Republican, Democrat. You see the things happen, and it shouldn't be. And the voters, pray about your decision, who you're going to vote for. Pray about it, because the way it's looking right now, we don't know what's going to happen, whoever wins. We don't know what's going to happen. We don't know, who knows? There's just so much you see predict right now. It's like revenge, revenge. It's like, you see all over. All over the United States. Funding, defunding police. Conversations like that. It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. Okay? So I just want to say, is segregation getting worse in America today? That'll be something you think about, something you want to talk about. Is in your comment. Hey, you know what? Because we start even talking about stuff like this, even from the White House, you see the war and bickering, the dislike, you see the things in nature, name calling, slandering, all that, and people, certain people that comes to America, we see that in the vibe, right now, and we see what's taking place. So, injustice is wrong. It shouldn't happen in the United States like this happening. People begin off on stuff, it's just not right. They committed the crime, it's proven guilty before, innocence proven guilty. We see it on the news, this is happening. So it's segregation getting worse in America today. When we look at what's around us, what's going on, do we see things taking place? Something to get you to think about too. But you cannot be part of that problem. You can be part of the solution. Okay? All right? You can campaign. You can vote. Vote, campaign against things laws that are passed that's not going to help people, no matter what color you are. It shouldn't work that way. It's laws against people, certain people, the blacks, the Hispanics, the Latinos. You see what's going on. The low poor, the white poor, the Caucasian poor. There's just so much going on right now. And people need to be aware of that. This is not right. People are paying so much right now. Housing, you see that. All this fighting of you're going to be the president. To me, pray to the God who will put in office that God knows. Okay? He sees. And be mindful. Your vote counts. I mean, if you vote, you vote. Okay? By not voting, then you can't complain. Go against an office. And we're not talking about disliking anyone. What we're seeing. Just the thing is, what coming out these politicians now, how they, talk about what they're gonna do, seek revenge. And I'm gonna say, we talking about Donald Trump, yes, because he's the only one. No president ever act like he acted. George Bush, Ronald Reagan, none of them was never like this. Obama, none of them. Bill Clinton, none of them. But we got this scenario where you even got Congress even backing you for things that you did. Donald Trump. Yeah. Okay. And lie about it. We see it, and the thing is, it's like this. No matter Republican, Democrat, Independent, pass laws that's going to help people, voters. Pass laws that will say, you know what, we're going to not defund the police. We're going to stand for the law. Abortion, that's another thing. People have the right to choose. They got people of these states and stuff. Red states are, you know what? It's between them and God. Okay, so of course they're gonna disapprove of that. He's trying to stop them. Incest stuff on. Where his laws is talking about you wish you going to jail. But people just gotta pray. We need to be. I'm telling you, people don't want to hear about this. I'm not, I just listen to it. And you get to watch the news and find out what's going on because it can affect us. Keep it real. Okay? Keep it real. So we want to thank you all for listening to Can't Catch a Break on BJ and Dr. Shah. Please subscribe to me, Dr. Shah. We want to hear from you, pollers. Thank you so much, family and friends, and those listening to it. I just want to get on and share a wisdom key. Okay? All right, y'all have a fantastic and a wonderful day. May your week, throughout the week, be full of grace and favor. And things happen good for you. Okay, because we're glad for you. Okay, we want to see things happen for you. All right, thank you all. So please subscribe. Tell us what you think. We love to hear from you. Tell me. We love to hear from you. Also, you can check out Wise Counsel Hope too. You see Wise Counsel Hope. You know what? Dr. Shah is on Wise Counsel Hope too. You see that too. Okay. All right. So, thank you all for listening so much.